Hey guys, welcome back to the Snap Ring Chronicles. Today we're back at you with another Ratchet video. Today's video is an ARES or ARES Ratchet from Amazon. But before we jump into it, if you could do me a favor and give me a like and also press the subscribe button, I would really appreciate that. Okay, this Ratchet, it's a 3/8 drive ratchet. It's like I said, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. If it's ARES or just the letters ARES. Looks like a stock number there is 70305. This is a 92 ratchet. Has 90 on the quick release button, and it says lifetime warranty, but they tried to hide the on the side there. It says limited and then lifetime warranty, so be careful with that. I don't know what that means. If they try to be sneaky like that, must mean that the warranty isn't bulletproof. But I don't know. I didn't see anything about warranty on this item, so I wouldn't know what the deal is with that. And here's the back, and here's the website. Please visit us at arestool.com to register your product and sign up for our ARES Tool Club. So they do have a line of tools, not just one item. They do. ARES is pretty prolific on Amazon. I saw a bunch of different tools by them, so they're kind of trying to come up. And this is made in Taiwan, and as you might know, that could be a good thing, because usually Taiwan is a better manufacturer. Not always, but a lot of times than you would say, then you would probably assume that China is. So if you see made in Taiwan, usually means a little better quality than just made in China. Usually, but I know China is coming up, so it might be in a few years that China might equal good quality. Okay, so here is the ratchet. Looks very similar to other Taiwanese ratchets. Actually looks a lot similar to Harbor Freight Pittsburgh ratchets. For example, here's a ratchet that I kind of customized. It's the Pittsburgh 2-section ratchet. I bought 2 of them and I made 3 sections out of this ratchet. And here's the one with the 1 section, which is like a stubby. And if you look at the heads on these, they look very similar. Like the same buttons, the same shape of head. This is a swivel head, but besides that, pretty similar. Same thickness on the heads. The bottoms look pretty much the same screw. So it looks like they were made in the same factory as the Pittsburgh ratchets are made. And a lot of these companies, their ratchets, they're just different brandings of the same company, of the same factory ratchet. You go to the list of made in Taiwan, Pittsburgh, whatever, what have you. What are some other popular ones? Craftsman, made in Taiwan, bunch of others. Off the top of my head, I can't really think of many. Who are some others? Like Gear Wrench, all those. A lot of the Apex Group ratchets also. They're made in pretty much. They're all made in like the same factory. A lot of them. You can grab the same ratchet off Duralast or Gear Wrench or or ARES, or what was that other one? That SATA. They all make the same ratchet, but with the under the same ratchet construction. They just rebrand them with whatever company is putting them out, but they're all coming from pretty much the same factories. So yeah, this one has the, I guess here's the model number again, 70305 CRV, and it has engraved the ARES name there. And here's a look at the handle, and this one is a quick release. You can see here it has the 90 tooth painted, or it's not engraved, it's sort of painted or just stamped on there, but there's no depth to it. So okay, so let's open this up and see what's inside. I'm gonna bring this napkin out because I'm sure there's gonna be some oil in this ratchet, but we'll see. And this is a T Torx 10, and these screws here are Torx 10s. So open them up, and you see there's a little bit of Loctite on these screws. Another screw, a little bit of Loctite on them. Okay, and now we switch, and this screw here is a different size. This is a T8, so a Torx 8. And there goes that screw. That screw also has a little bit of Loctite on it. Here's the plate. Yeah, nothing much to see here. The typical plate that you see on most of these ratchets. It's coated black, kind of like a powdery black, and this is the thickness. So not too thick, but you know, it works. And here's a look at the mechanism. Just off top, here you can see it says 90 upside down or backwards. Has a 9 and a 0 and a plus, and a 9 and a 0 and a minus. So kind of weird. Don't know why they. Okay, here this one you can see is 9 and a 0, and that one, okay, it's upside down, you can see it, and 9 and 0. So there you go, there's your 90. And here's the gear. 90 teeth. This is 90 and 90 tooth ratchet, and I did count them, and there are 90 tooth on this ratchet. Has a little, it's like, oops, it fell. It has like, it is magnetic, so it's not aluminum. This little metal gasket that goes on the button side here. And here is the gear. The teeth are nicely done. The teeth that come out of a lot of these ratchets from Taiwan, they're all really nice. Small, tiny. And I'm gonna go over something with you guys that I don't know. Maybe it's just me, I'm not an engineer or anything, but it just kind of sits a little bit weird with me. And here are the pawls. and that one flies out, and this one, the spring flies on this one. Okay. Here's the switch. It's made of metal. And where am I? It's magnetic. So it's made of, has some steel in it. And this is what the switch looks like. Looks like very nice, clean. I don't see any like weirdness on it. Looks like uniform throughout. And here is the left pawl. It's a wide pawl. It's kind of wide. And these pawls, this pawl only has 5 teeth on each side. So you have 2 pawls with 5 teeth per side. And this is the classic design from Plum, Proto, the two pawls with a switch in the middle that holds one down and the other one engages. This design's been around forever and still works today. That's why you see a lot of ratchets with this design. Here's the inside of the housing. Looks pretty good too. Can't complain. They do these ratchets nowadays. They're made by computer and on machines, and everything is regulated by computer. So there's no, there's not really a lot of room to mess up here. So there you go. Everything looks good. All the lines look clean. Pretty thick. The walls here, they do look pretty thick. So all in all, decent. Oh, by the way, this ratchet was $11 and change. I'm not sure, like 11 something. So pretty good price. 92 for ratchet. Oh, and this is a little bit short, this ratchet, than normal. Usually ratchets nowadays like this are usually around 8 inches. This one's around 7 inches. I don't know. It doesn't say it's like a special short ratchet. So just keep that in mind. This is a little bit shorter than what you would usually get nowadays in a 3/8 ratchet. My only problem with these ratchets, I think once you go over 70 teeth or 72 teeth and you get these tiny teeth and these tiny teeth on the pawls, I don't know. It's just, like I said, I'm not a metallurgist or an engineer or anything, but it just seems like a weak point. Just these tiny teeth on both sides, and you put a lot of torque on that, and I think over time it's just gonna crap out on you. I don't know, that's just my 2 cents, what I think about when you go over like a certain amount of teeth but you just keep one pawl. I think some of the designs where you see nowadays where they have 2 pawls, one on the inside and one on the outside, and less teeth, let's say like 60 teeth with 2 pawls kind of clicking one step behind each other, so the 60 teeth turn into 120 positions. That, I think, it's a little bit better than when you just go and do 90 or 100 teeth and just have one pawl engaging with like a few teeth on the tiny teeth on the gear. And this design, of course, you wouldn't use any grease on. I wouldn't use grease on this. Light oil on this, because once that grease starts hardening or gums up or whatever, it gets dirty, this will slip like crazy. I can imagine with these tiny teeth. So very light oil on something like this. Okay, to put this back together, you get your pole, make sure you get it on the right side. I believe we have the minus pole on the left side and the plus pole on the right side. You get your switch in there, and now you get a little room there to put the spring. Like that. Then you move this over so you can get some room under that pole to put this spring in. Underneath that pole, like that. Might want to push it down a little bit. Okay. Now you take your gear and you drop it in there to hold everything. To hold everything in place, you want to keep your finger on the switch in the back just so it won't fall out and everything will come apart, all the pieces. Now you take your metal gasket, drop that on like that. Onto the anvil side, you take your plate, you take your switch screw, and you put that in there. You grab your number 8 Torx and you screw that on. Don't go crazy with the torque on these, because as you know, a lot of these screws are probably not made the greatest out of the greatest material. I used that before I stripped that 8. And yeah, you don't want to torque these down too much. If you need to, just put a little bit more Loctite on there and that should work for you. So there you go, that's it. That's the 92 ARES 3/8 ratchet for $11. Seems like a decent deal. You know, I don't know if that's a sale or what, but for 11 bucks, yeah, it seems okay. You know, don't know what the longevity of these are with all those tiny teeth and the tiny teeth on the pawl, so kind of like, you know, buyer beware. Okay guys, until next time.